Bonjour, 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 comment ça va? Moi, ça va très bien et j'espère que tout va bien pour vous. Je sais que maintenant, I know that now your heart must be beating, 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 beating because next week, or shall I say this week, starting on Sunday, this week is your exam, whether it's CSEC or DELF is this week. So no panic. We're just going to work on your writing because, you know, the more you practice, the better it will be for you. So you don't have to worry about that. Are you ready? If you're ready, we'll do it. Now, for those who don't know who I am, what this channel is all about, well, if you want to learn about French, if you want to learn to speak the language, if you want to know something about the culture, if you want to know about French-speaking countries, that's the right channel for you. Okay, and this is French Action. Action. That's all I want. Actions. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we are going to start with your writing. I'm not going to waste time, but I'm going to say something to you. I had planned something else for today, but I had to change things a little bit because I got some comments on the channel. Some students are still struggling with the past tense. They don't know when to use the passé composé and when to use the imperfect. So instead of doing what I had planned to do, I decided to go back to that, but still by using the letter. So it's going to be a letter, but you're going to fill in the blanks with the right tenses or the right forms. So that is one. But also, I have noticed that some students were struggling with some situations, particular situations. So I just come up with four situations, and which wasn't planned originally. But I thought I will do that today and then move on to the letter, and that would be it. And of course, if you have any questions, please ask them because I will not see you before the exam. All right? So remember what I said, some situations. So let's start with situation number 1. Okay? So you have just been given some money as a gift for your birthday, and the person wants to know what you will be doing with it. Express gratitude and say what you will do with the money. So I give you some time to think about it. And in the meantime, I'm going to say hello to Joshua, Atkins, Vincia, Reshane. Bonjour, bonjour. I'm pleased to see you again. So don't forget to write your answers in the chat. So I was planning to put some music. Tell me if it's a distraction, if it's okay. Otherwise, I can just stop it. No problem. Okay? All right, we've already got our answers. That was very fast today. Wow, wow, wow. I'm very pleased. It means that you know what you're doing. So let's read the answers. So we have Joshua Atkins. He says, merci beaucoup, j'achèterai un nouvel téléphone portable. Okay, Joshua, it's not nouvelle. It's not nouvelle. I'm sure you know what it is. It's not nouvelle. What is it? Joshua, you're going to correct your own mistake. But something I need to add is that, was it Joshua I was reading? Oh, I think I was looking at 2. No, it's Joshua. Merci beaucoup, j'achèterai and he's going to give me the answer in a minute. And that is correct. merci beaucoup is expressing gratitude. That's good. And what you will do with the money, j'achèterai. Okay, future tense. That's all we want to see here. All right. Taco, merci beaucoup pour l'argent. J'achèterai beaucoup de vêtements. That's fine. However, a little mistake, Taco Shell here is that you can only have one sentence. When you put an exclamation mark, it means that is the end of one sentence. And as you can see, you put a capital letter to the second sentence, and you will be penalized for that. So just say merci beaucoup pour l'argent, comma, j'achèterai, and that's it. And that will give you full points for that. Okay? Just like as Roshane put, merci beaucoup, Tante Sandra, je vais acheter un sac. That is fine as well. It's not the simple future, it's the immediate future, but I will go with that. Okay. Joshua, nouveau. Yes, it is nouveau. Okay. Tyra, merci beaucoup, j'achèterai des chaussures. So everybody use j'achèterai. Ok, Tati, je te remercie. Je m'achèterai un ordinateur. Ok, très bien, merci infiniment. J'achèterai de la glace. Ok, all right, so that is fine. The reason why I decided to use this one is because of the future. I saw quite a few mistakes regarding the future, so that's the reason why I decided to give you that. So this is what I put. So I didn't want to say j'achèterai. So I put merci beaucoup pour l'argent. J'économiserai. I will save. J'économiserai pour m'acheter un ordinateur portable. So I will save to buy myself, okay, a laptop. Ordinateur portable is a laptop. That's it, okay? But j'achèterai is fine, no problem. So let's move to the second one. You all did very well. I'm very pleased. You are taking part in an online forum on what you would do if you were to earn the jackpot. What two things do you write? Two things that you could write for that. What would that be? So, So you have to remember here is what two things do you write, and I put the two as a number so that you don't forget to put two things. Okay, so Taco, you said si j'ai gagné le jackpot, j'achèterai une grande maison. Okay, there's a few mistakes there. Taco. However, the tense that I wanted, which was the conditional, is correct. J'achèterai with an S. If it was future, it will be without the S. Okay. All right. Très bien. Okay. In French, you don't say gagner le jackpot. Okay. C'est gagner au gros lot. Si je gagnais au gros lot. Okay. All right. Maison, as you put yourself, maison is with grande. Okay. So you need to have j'achèterai une grande maison because you've already got grande with an E. Okay, Taco? So you have to be careful because you could be losing some points for silly billy mistakes. I call that silly billy mistakes. Okay? All right, Mary David, j'achèterai beaucoup de vêtements. So you're obviously talking about something which we did earlier on. Okay. All right. So Joshua, j'ouvrirai un restaurant et j'achèterai une grande maison à la campagne. Okay, très bien. I like that, Joshua, because you're using two different verbs in the same tense and it's correct. That's very good. Okay. Taco, you change. Si je gagnais. Now I'm happy with that. Gagner, you need the imperfect. Okay, that's the reason why actually I use that. Okay. J'écrirai, so that is Tyra, j'écrirai mon nom et mon numéro. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what you mean here. You write your name and your number. Okay, it's not quite what I had in mind. If you earn the jackpot, it's a lot of money. What would you do with the money? That's basically what I'm after. Okay, bonjour Jean. J'achèterai immédiatement une villa en bord de mer et des vacances en Europe. Not inclus la France, y compris la France. Okay? J'achèterai immédiatement une villa en bord de mer. That's fine. I don't know if you can say acheter des vacances, to buy holiday. Here, I would put et j'irai en vacances en Europe, okay, y compris en France. The same way you say en Europe, donc assuming you're using aller, of course. Donc, j'irai with an S en Europe et en France. Ok, Alexandra, il y a beaucoup de choses que je voudrais acheter, mais bien sûr, des livres d'horreur et une voiture. D'accord. OK, donc je voudrais is the conditional, so that's fine. Lilia, j'irai à Paris et j'achèterai une nouvelle voiture. Très bien. Rachel, si je... the first part is not correct. Je voudrais acheter une grande maison, not maison grande. Une grande maison avec une piscine et j'achèterai... Why la voiture rouge? You mean une voiture rouge, OK? All right, Tiara, je voudrais faire du shopping et acheter une maison. OK. Très bien. I don't like the je voudrais. I would like to see what you would do as opposed to what you would want to do. OK, Tara? OK, Johan, you have the same problem. Si j'ai été gagné, that means nothing in French. Je visiterai. It's incorrect here because you didn't put the conditional, you put the future. What would you do? So you need to have the S. Okay, that was my trap actually. Je visiterai, but you know you don't visit a restaurant. You don't visit a restaurant and not de français. Le de français, which I mentioned in my last live last week, it was in relation to the club. A French club, un club français is a club from France as opposed to un club de français, which deals with the language and learning the language and so on. Now, you're talking about a French restaurant. We're going to say restaurant français. No de there. Et j'achèterai beaucoup de vêtements. I have to say that you've been very good with the beaucoup de, because if you remember, you kept making mistakes with the beaucoup and you didn't put the de, and now everybody's putting the de. I'm very pleased with that. Okay, j'achèterai. Oh, Jean, you are putting. So, j'achèterai, j'achèterai immédiatement une villa en bord de mer et des vacances en France. Oh no, I've already read that. Je prendrai une voiture et j'irai à Paris. OK. Je prendrai une voiture. I will take a car. Are you going to steal it? Was great. Avec l'argent, j'achèterai une grande villa et je vais continuer mes études. Okay. Here we have a slight problem because you said j'achèterai, so you would buy, and then you say je vais continuer. Je vais continuer is the future. You haven't earned the jackpot as yet. All right? So you have to be careful about that one. So you would need to put something in the conditional. Okay? Highly blessed. Bonjour, je voudrais aller. Oh, I don't like this. Je voudrais. J'irai. And it's not à l'Écosse. It's j'irai en Écosse. En. Okay? En Écosse. Remember, it's a word beginning with a vowel. So you will always have en. Okay? Je voudrais aller en Écosse et j'achèterai une maison. Not un maison, but une maison. And here you'll have to add the je because it's not like in Spanish where we can, just, okay, you put it. So that's fine. Okay. Bonjour, highly blessed. Okay. Je continuerai. Rose Gray. Okay, that's correct. Okay, j'achèterai. What does Écosse mean? Okay, Écosse, in fact, I'm assuming that highly blessed is a female. Écosse is Scotland, okay? It's a country, Scotland. But remember, if you're putting the name of a country as well, you need to put a capital letter. So don't forget that, okay? So, all right. So that's good. You've done well. So you know the difference between the future and the conditional. Okay. So here, I just put j'achèterai une maison à ma mère et je partirai en croisière avec elle. Okay. So I would buy my mom a house and I would go on a cruise with her. Okay. Anything here can work really, as long as you put the AIS, the S at the end, if it's the first person, because you're talking about yourself, okay? Alors, Marie-David, you said, I would visit museum, is je visiterai des musées, okay? Visiter is direct, okay? That is a good question. The O would be if you're using aller, because aller is to go to, but you visit somewhere. Okay? All right, très bien. If you don't have any questions on that, let's continue with the third one. You have applied for studying in France. You've been asked the reason for your choice in a particular career. What do you write on the form? Okay, so please do this whilst I'm reading the comments. Okay, so highly blessed. What is the phrase for the function to borrow as well as to express? To borrow. Okay, I'm going to write that. Borrow is emprunter. Oh, let me do it again because I added an I, which shouldn't be there. Okay, emprunter. Okay. Okay, so emprunter is to borrow, but it depends on how you're going to put it. If, for example, you want to say lend me would be prête-moi, assuming it's your friend, of course. Okay. All right. Okay, so now I'm keep reading. So I'm with Joshua. La raison pour laquelle j'ai choisi cette carrière est parce que j'aime beaucoup les langues étrangères. Très bien, très bien. That's very good. Marie-David, je l'ai choisi parce que j'adore les langues. OK. It's not clear what you've chosen though, but I go with Joshua because he said cette carrière. So it means that is already talked about the career because he said this. But when you say je l'ai choisi, we don't know what you have chosen, Marie. And the thing is, because carrière is feminine, choisi would have had an E at the end. So it's not quite clear. Okay? So, Queen, bonjour, j'aimerais être infirmière car j'aime m'occuper des enfants. Des gens, par contre. J'aimerais être infirmière car j'aime m'occuper des gens. Okay, so here, the reason why I actually do this particular situation is because when you want to say because, you very often you don't say because, you tend to say car, and it's not car, it's parce que. So I would really like to see the word parce que. I have noticed an overuse of the word car. Car means because, yes, but not if the person is asking you, why are you doing this? You have to say, I'm doing this because. And that is the because I'm talking about. And this is parce que and not car. Okay? So let's read some more answers. Je deviendrai interprète car j'aime les langues. Parce que j'aime les langues. OK? Je voudrais être, not l'infirmière, but infirmière, parce que j'adore aider les gens. OK? So that is very good, Cherise. Put parce que. That's good. Je veux étudier ici car je peux apprendre le français et je veux aussi devenir architecte. OK. I would have preferred the parce que. Tiara, j'ai choisi d'être not une guide touristique, but d'être guide touristique. Okay, remember? No. You remember the rule? You don't put any article before occupations and professions. And Taco Shell, for example, said, je veux aussi devenir architecte. He didn't say an architect. Okay? So, j'ai choisi d'être guide touristique parce que, very good, you said parce que j'aime aider les gens. I like to help people is les gens, not les personnes, les gens. OK? Qui Joanna Edwards, bonjour, j'aimerais être. Why this A? J'aimerais être avocate. I'm not sure what that is for. Parce que je peux aider les gens. OK? Now we have les gens. Très bien. Je veux être highly blessed. Little mistake. You're going to correct it. You know which one it is. Parce que j'aime les enfants. Nearly correct. Lilia, j'ai choisi. Okay, be careful when you say choisir. Look at Lilia, Tiara's answer. She put j'ai choisi d'être. So you need j'ai choisi de devenir. Choisir is followed by de if you used a verb after it. So j'ai choisi de devenir mécanicienne. Okay, there's no H in French. OK, mécanicienne parce que j'aime bien réparer les voitures. OK, I can't stand that. I wouldn't stand that. Alexandra, un de mes rêves est d'aider les gens et en tant que médecin, je peux le faire. Très bien, très très bonne réponse. Rachel Hall. J'aimerais être médecin parce que je voudrais aider les personnes dans mon pays. OK. Pay, P-A-Y-E is pay, payment, okay? Pay is what you get at the end of the month if you have a job, okay? I think you meant pay with an S, okay? So, Jean, j'ai choisi d'étudier la restauration car I prefer the parce que, okay? Because it is why, okay? J'ai choisi d'étudier la restauration parce que je souhaite ouvrir un restaurant français en Jamaïque. Oh, très bien. Please let me know when that happens so that I can come and eat French food in Jamaica. Okay. Johan, bonjour, je voudrais étudier en France. Don't forget your capital F for France, okay? Parce que je veux enseigner. Oh, it's not je veux enseigner français. Je veux enseigner, Johan, tell me what it is. I know you know. Parce que je veux enseigner. Okay. You have done very, very well. You have done very well. Much better than I expected, actually, based on what I saw this week. And I'm very pleased about that. And I see the ER where they should be and so on. I'm very pleased about that. So you don't have to really panic about your situations. You know what you're doing. It's the only thing I would say to you, be a little bit more rigorous. You need to remember, if, for example, you say maison, which is feminine, and on top of it, you say grande maison, you have to remember to put the E at un, because if you put you're going, it's a little mistakes, but it's a kind of mistakes which shouldn't be there. Okay? But as I said, for here, it was really the parce que, because I have noticed that students tend to use car. I suppose maybe they were given the word car for parce que, which is correct. However, the usage, you have to be careful. If somebody asks pourquoi blah 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 blah, you can't say car. You have to say parce que. So pourquoi goes with parce que. All right? And that is the point I wanted to make here because of what I've been saying. All right? So Johan, I was expecting you to give me the answer is parce que je veux enseigner. Je veux enseigner le français, okay? I know that you're translating, and that is the problem. I want to teach French, but you remember that nouns in France have a le or la, okay? So you have to make sure that you don't forget that. Okay, Natasha. Bonjour, Natasha. What is the je a choisi? What's that? I'm not sure what it is. Please correct. L'enseignement, you miss an E there, parce que j'aime les langues. Okay. All right. I have to say, you're good with the word enseignement because it's not an easy word to write you. So enseignement is written like this, okay? L'enseignement. All right, and now we're going to our last, I believe that is my last situation. Okay, so sorry, I forgot my my answer is j'ai choisi l'enseignement comme carrière parce que je voudrais être professeur comme ma mère. Okay, my mother is not a teacher. Couldn't be a teacher actually, but what I was looking for is parce que. I was looking for the past tense at the beginning, the career whether it's open, you can say whatever you want, then the parce que, because it's a reason, parce que, and then you have to remember if you put the profession or the occupation that there's no article before. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show you. So are you okay with the situations? I don't have any more situations for this live because, as I said, it's something I added at the very last minute based on feedback and what I've seen around. And now what I'm going to do is just to share a letter, but the letter has a lot of blanks, okay? So you're going to fill in the blanks, as simple as that. So let's see. Oh, sorry, it's not the letter yet. I thought I had done number 4, sorry. Okay, so we are back to situation. Sorry about this. Is you have organized a party and you send thank you card. Thank you cards, I should have put an S here, to those who have helped you. Sorry about this. What do you write in French? So you have organized a party and you sent you thank you cards to those who have helped you. What do you write in French? Okay, so all right, merci pour l'aide. Okay, actually, I just realized that I didn't give you the right one. Can you work on something different here? You have organized a party and you send thank you cards to those who have helped you for to complete a particular task or for a particular task. So there were two things I was after. So obviously this what I have here is not the right one. I wanted two things. Thank you for something. All right. All right. So Kijuana, pour votre aider hier. I don't know why. Merci pour l'aide. Okay. Merci beaucoup. Okay. That is what I was after. Tiara. That was my, I should say it was my trap. Merci beaucoup pour m'aider. No, that doesn't work. When you have a verb, you need to have the de. Okay? Yes. All right. So, merci beaucoup de and something. Yes. Merci not d'avoir m'aidé. Try again, Mary. Cherise, merci beaucoup pour... Ah non, that doesn't work. Merci beaucoup pour m'aider avec... No, that doesn't work. Merci. Okay. Be careful. You can't say merci pour and then a verb. All right? Lilia, merci beaucoup d'avoir apporté le gâteau. That's exactly what I was after. And I just realized that I haven't put anything on the screen. I'm going to start that. Merci beaucoup d'avoir apporté le gâteau. That's what I was after. Okay? Très bien. So please correct everything. Please. I'm just going to remove this a minute. Give me a little minute. I think I didn't put the right, I don't think that it was the right thing I put. So let me see if I've got the right one. No, that wasn't. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come up with another PowerPoint because I think I got the wrong one. Sorry about this. I was trying to, as I said, I did things at the very last minute and it shows. All right. So let's see if I've got the right one now. All right, so in the meantime, it's loading. In the meantime, I'm going to read what you have put. Tara, merci beaucoup de m'aider avec... Oh, no, because the thanks is already finished, you know, so that wouldn't work. Alexandra, je te remercie pour cuisiner. Remember what I said? You can't say je te remercie pour and then a verb. So Alexandra, that doesn't work. And the same for Joshua. You can't put pour. Cherise, incorrect. Taco, merci beaucoup de m'avoir aidé pour la fête. Taco, you're nearly there. Look at what you have put. Nearly there. You must correct, please. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir aidé pour les décorations. Okay, I'm going to put this one. Merci beaucoup de m'avoir aidé. Avoir aidé. All right. Let me give you a little tip. Can you say... we're going to use, and that's what I do even for myself, I use irregular verbs, and that makes it a bit more, well, it helps. Can you say merci beaucoup de m'avoir, and you look for a verb, okay? Not a verb like aider, because aider, ER, aider with the accent is the same pronunciation. You want one which is totally different, okay? So, for example, think about the verb to receive, recevoir. Can you say merci beaucoup d'avoir recevoir? No, you can't say that. So you know that after the avoir, you need to have the past participle. And that is what we have here. We have the past participle. Remember what I said, after merci, you must have the de. Now, the pour, the pour is possible, but with a noun. Merci pour le cadeau. Fine. Cadeau is a noun, but not with a verb. Okay? So, guys, you all put pour. I don't want to read them because it's incorrect, okay? Yeah, I don't see any more apart from Queen Louis. Merci de m'avoir aidé pour les décorations. I would have said avec les décorations more than pour. Merci beaucoup de cuire le gâteau. Okay, Jean, this cannot work either, because when you say merci beaucoup de cuire le gâteau, you are asking somebody to do it now. The part is gone, so you have to have the avoir or être and plus the past participle, okay? Natasha, merci beaucoup de m'avoir. Fine, but you can't have faire. De m'avoir faire? Doesn't work. Taco, merci beaucoup d'avoir cuisiné la nourriture. Okay, Taco. If you had to say it, it would be okay, because cuisiner, ER, or cuisiner with an accent is the same pronunciation. But because you're writing it, you cannot have cuisiner with ER. You need to have your past participle. Let me show you my answer. Let me show you my answer. Okay, I think it was here. This is the one I was telling you about. You have organized a party and you send thank you cards. Oh gosh, I still forgot the S. To those who have helped you with a particular task. What do you write in French? Okay, so this is what I wrote. Merci de m'avoir aidé à transporter les chaises, for example. Or merci d'être venu avec de la bonne musique. Okay, here what I was trying to show you is that when you have avoir, you need to have the past participle of the verb. And you know your past participle is an A with the accent. If it's an ER verb, it's an I. If it's IR verb, but if it's an irregular one, then you have to learn the irregular form, okay? Merci d'être venu. You can say merci d'être venu, venir. All right? So here you would have the you. Now I put you, but of course, if the person you're talking about is a female, you would have had to put an E, but I just put it as, general. So Jean, you need to correct your mistake. Okay. Joshua, merci d'être sorti avec moi à la plage. Okay. That is correct. Even though it doesn't go with the situation, because a particular task, I'm not sure, but I'm talking here about the structure. Okay. Merci beaucoup de ma... Ah non, Tiara. No. Rose Gray, merci beaucoup de... No, that doesn't work. Taco, also it's just the passé composé after the avoir. No, it's not the passé composé. It's taco. It's not called the passé composé. It's the past participle. The passé composé is when you have avoir in the present tense plus the past participle. But here, I don't have avoir in the present tense. Avoir is in the infinitive. Okay? Merci de m'avoir acheté la nourriture. Okay, that one is an interesting one. Merci de m'avoir acheté la nourriture. Don't forget your accent, Cherise. Very important here, because when you put it without an accent, you're in the present. Here is definitely the past participle you want. Okay. I like the fact that she put de m'avoir acheté, okay? D'avoir acheté la nourriture, okay? We're talking about the party, so it's fine. La nourriture as opposed to de la nourriture, okay? All right, so you need to revise this. Merci de ba 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 ba, or merci pour plus the noun, okay? All right, so Tiara, merci beaucoup de m'avoir aidé à faire un gâteau. Yes, Tiara, you're there now. But don't forget your accent, because this accent is very, very important for this particular sentence, all right? So you don't want to lose little points for just because you didn't put an accent, okay? Merci beaucoup de m'avoir aidé à embellir la boum, c'est correct? Ah, Rose Gray. This one, I have to put it here. And I'm going to tell you why. There's, of course, the avoir aidé, but also she put the two E's, because avoir aidé who? Me. And me is Rose Gray, female, hence the two E's. Very good. Très bien, très bien. That's correct. All right. So it's good for you to keep a sentence like that in your mind. Just in case you have something similar, you will remember that structure. Okay. Yes, Tara, finally. But you see, the good thing about it is that even though it takes time, it doesn't matter if it takes time here. It shouldn't take time on the day of the exam. That's the thing. Okay. Merci beaucoup d'avoir cuit le gâteau. Okay. Okay, that you understand, Jill, now is the past participle. Très bien. Embellir la boum. Okay, embellir is to make it beautiful. Okay, in embellir you have the word belle, which means beautiful. Okay, so it's to make something pretty, looking better. Taco. Okay. All right. So any other questions on that? So here, be careful. Be careful, because if you have merci de, you know that after that you're going to have avoir or être. But this, obviously, what comes after will depend on the verb you're going to use. So if it's a to have verb, then of course you're going to use avoir. But if it's a to be verb, you're going to have to use être. And then maybe as well put an extra E, depending on how you put things together. All right? Yeah. So now we're going to stop the situations. Okay. I think you're good for situations. Okay. Just be careful with those little things, but remember, write as simply as possible. Because even if the person is writing a very complex sentence and you write a very simple sentence, but you answer correctly or you respond correctly to the situation, both of you will have the same grade. So you understand what I mean? All right. So let's move to the letter. So this is the exercise I'm asking you to do. Okay. So, cher Raymond, comment moi So when you see deux tirets like je, and the second one is because I want two words, okay? Je vais te ma visite au musée vendredi dernier, ce intéressant mais fatigant. All right. So this is your next task. And also, whilst you're doing that, it's giving you an idea of how to write a possible letter, okay? So you remember last week we did a visit to the zoo. Here is a visit to a museum, okay? So you have to remember that museum has two E's at the end, even though it's a masculine noun. So remember that, okay? So let's see what you're coming up with. Queen Louis, je m'appelle. I don't understand. Oh, you mean for the first one? That's incorrect. Okay. Alors, Joshua, for the first one, comment vas-tu? Okay, vas-tu? Okay, this one was, I guess, the easy peasy lemon squeezy one. What about the next one? Alors, Tiara, comment vas-tu? Moi, je suis à merveille. Remember, I said to you there were two words. Suis is one in something. It's je suis à merveille. You can't say that. Joshua, je vais te rendre visite. No, that is incorrect, Joshua. Okay. Moi, je vais bien à merveille. No, you can't say je vais bien à merveille. That doesn't go. No, Lilia. Comment vas-tu? Moi, je suis très à merveille. No, that is not correct. Okay, so je suis allée à merveille. No, Rochelle, that doesn't work. No. So, comment vas-tu? How are you? Moi, je à merveille. It shows that you did not watch a video on idioms, which I did a long time ago. It was over a year ago, I think. And I can't remember if it's the one on greetings, but you didn't watch it. If you had, you would have known exactly. Je vais te montrer ma visite au musée? No. In a letter, how are you going to show? No, Joshua, it's incorrect. Je vais te montrer. No. Okay, it looks like this one was a difficult one. All right. I know it's, I'm going to give you the answer. This is what I was expecting you to say, to write. Comment vas-tu? Moi, je me porte à merveille. It's an expression. I'm feeling good. I'm very well. Okay. Je vais te raconter ma visite. And raconter, it's something that we talked about last week. Remember, raconter. So, je vais te raconter ma visite au musée vendredi dernier. And then you're going to have c'était intéressant mais fatigant. It was interesting but tiring. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So somebody nearly got it. Marie David, you said je vais te raconter. That was correct. Je veux te parler, Joshua, could have worked, but it doesn't work here because you say je vais te parler de. Parler is always followed by de, and there's no de here, so it cannot work here. But the meaning is the same. All right? So it looks like it looks like next week we have to work on things like that, because in paper 1, for those who are doing CSEC, you have a grammar section, and it's things like that. You have to choose the right answer. So Taco, you said, I thought Merveille was a place. You're thinking of Alice au Pays des Merveilles, Alice in Wonderland. No, it's not. Okay. So I hope that you have made a note of this. Okay. The good thing about it is that you all said, comment vas-tu? And that is very good, because in the past you would have used the to be. And now you're not putting to be, so I'm very pleased about that. Okay. Je me porte à merveille was difficult here. If you didn't know the expression, obviously you wouldn't have been able to answer that. Okay. However, I expected raconter because we had it last week. Je vais te raconter ma visite. Okay. Ou je vais. Well, in fact, it's only raconter because, as I said before, you could say je vais te parler, but parler de ma visite, and de is not there, okay? Joshua, je me porte à merveille. I feel great. That's what je me porte à merveille. Okay? All right, so let's go to the second part of the letter. Okay, so because of room, I didn't put a little slash after découvrir and prendre and montrer, but of course you'll have to, anything which is in bracket, okay, you need to change it, okay? But I realized that it was taking a bit too much time, not too much time, but too much room. And this one, I didn't want to put the word there, so I put something there, this little hyphen, okay? So this one is easier because you can see what tense to use, okay? So this part is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy for you. So you have to change décider, aller, découvrir, prendre, montrer, and there's another. So you need to write 6 things. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, okay? Alors, Marie-David, nous, comme mes amis et moi avons décidé, so that is correct, don't forget your accents, d'aller au musée. Nous sommes allés, okay, so because Mary is a female, she put a EES. However, be careful, Marie, I put Ami with that on E, therefore it's mixed, so you can't have 2 E's, okay? interesting, Joshua. Why did you put the imperfect, décidion? Okay, no, Joshua, it's incorrect. You couldn't use the imperfect here, especially when you have a sentence started as comme. Comme means, it's like saying, because my friend and I decided to go to the museum, we went to that particular museum. Okay? So when you have a consequence like that, it's always, always, always the passé composé. So you couldn't have the imperfect there. Okay? So Cherise, nous sommes allés. That is correct because you have ami, as you can see, without the E. Okay? And you have to be very careful because in paper 1 of CSEC, very often they put an E or they don't put an E, and that makes a big difference. And if they give you a letter, you need to make sure that you read the name of the person who wrote the letter to find out if it's a male or female, because that will have an impact on your answers. Okay? Bien. J'ai pris des photos. J'ai pris des photos is correct. Oh, no. It wasn't correct. Sorry. No, j'ai pris des photos is incorrect. Donc, nous avons décidé, nous sommes allés, is fine. Nous avons découvert, but j'ai pris is incorrect. So, Taco, you can't have a décide. You can't a because you have mes amis et moi is plural. You can't have a. Sommes allés. If you have some with an S, you need to have an S somewhere, Taco, and you know that, I'm sure. Okay? You can't have a. Nous, you can't have the a. The a is only for he or she. Okay? Taco, the whole thing is incorrect. Alexandra, nous avons décidé, nous sommes allés, nous avons découvert. Prenez with the T. And montrer, incorrect. But you're the closest. Joshua, nous avons décidé, nous sommes allés, nous avons découvert. Je prendrai. Why are you using the conditional here, Joshua? And why are you using the imperfect at montrer? Okay. Kevin, bonjour Kevin. What you wrote doesn't exist. Okay, I'm going. Oh no, I can't do that. I was going to show you something. Okay, I'm going to help you with after pancarte is basically don't take pictures. It's forbidden to take pictures. That's what I was after here. Okay. Taco, on a. Yes, I agree, on a. But where is on? I don't see any on. Because you put it for everything. And when you have nous, you can't have on. It's either one or the other. Okay, Natasha, so you have problem with putting the accent. Okay, nous sommes allés, nous avons découvert. J'ai pris, incorrect. On m'a montré is correct. Natasha, got it. Yes. Okay. Décision. No. Russian, interdit. Interdit. Okay. Interdit de prendre des photos. Okay, I go with this one. I prefer what Marie put, défense. De prendre des photos. I prefer that one. That's what I had. Okay, in mind. Okay. All right, guys. You see, that is the reason why I came up with this letter, because what you are writing now confirms what I was thinking. You still don't know when to use one tense or the other. Listen, look. When you have something like that, remember what it says before. I'm going to put it before. It says, je vais te raconter. I'm going to tell you all about my visit last Friday. Okay? Bon. So straight away, you know it's going to be past tense. Now, which one? Which one? Because we have passé composé or imperfect. Now, the word come, as I explained to you, it's like saying, as a consequence of a decision, we did this. Okay? So, what's going to happen is that because it's a consequence, remember, consequence, it has is what I call the bang action. It is the passé composé. And when you decide, bang, bang, that's how it goes. You were deciding, no, you decided, bang. All right? So what did you do as a consequence? You went to a particular museum, okay? Nous sommes allés. Okay? And what did you do there? You discovered a lot of things. Nous avons découvert, as you put. That's correct. Now, the next sentence is my little trap. Yes, straight away we would think I took pictures, but it doesn't say I took pictures full stop. It says, je des photos quand, when. Ah, maybe there's two tenses there. I was taking pictures when someone showed me the sign. It's forbidden to take pictures. So when you have a sentence where you see the quand, very often you're going to find that there's two tenses in that particular sentence. The very first one is more likely to be the imperfect, and the second one would be the bang action. When bang, something happened, okay? And this is the answer. Comme mes amis et moi. Okay, here I'm going to explain why I put avions décidé. I didn't want to tell you that avons décidé was wrong because I didn't want to, how can I say that? I didn't want to discourage you. So I said avons décidé, but it's not quite right. And I'm going to explain to you before why. Nous sommes allés au musée d'art africain. Nous avons découvert des tas de choses. Je prenais des photos quand on m'a montré. Oh gosh, it should be ma and not na. Quand on m'a montré la pancarte, défense de prendre des photos. Now, the reason why I put the Plu-perfect, and in a way I wanted to introduce the Plu-perfect as well, because it is possible that in paper one, they put the Plu-perfect. We don't know. As my friend had decided to go to the museum, the decision to go to the decision to go to the museum happened before we went to the museum. So it's Plu-perfect. It's more in the past. Hence the avion décidé. Does that make sense to you? That one was a little bit difficult, but I know that some of you who are here are very good as well. So some of you will definitely understand that. Okay. So remember, if you have two actions happening more or less at the same time, but one is before the other, like here, we're going to put the Plu-perfect. Okay. So Rose Gray, I'm very pleased you understand. Okay. Very, very pleased about that. I'm just showing you how you can write sentences and put things like that as well in your letter. I mean, if you have the Plu-perfect, the imperfect, the passé composé, wow, this is the wow effect, you know, to get a very, very good grade. Okay. Taco, stop saying that Wednesday is going to be terrible. Wednesday is not going to be terrible. However, you have to learn the present tense of avoir and être before Wednesday. That's what needs to happen. Okay? All right. All right. So if you understand what is there, then I'm going to continue. Otherwise, if you need some more clarifications, then you need to tell me now. Okay? And I apologize for the N. It should have been an M. Gosh, I didn't see that. I must have been tired when I was typing all this. Okay. But no excuse from me. All right. So this is this one. This one is not an easy one, I must say, but as I said, we may get something similar, so we have to work with this because we don't know what we're going to have on the day, you know? So be careful, do not rush. Okay, do not rush. Top Gina, I'm not planning to do another conceptual dialogue about interview because I did 2 of them in a video. I did the one where you ask the questions and the one where you respond to the questions. So I think I've covered both possibilities. So I'm not planning to do another conceptual dialogue. Okay, remember the exam is Wednesday and this is my last live before your exam, okay? And the next live is going to be on paper 1. So there will be 2 lives, one with the paper, the full paper, you know, with the listening, and one with the grammar part, okay? J'ai leur dire, Mary doesn't work, je n'ai, non, mais ils ont confisqué mon téléphone. Okay, mais ils ont confisqué mon téléphone is correct, okay? But the beginning is incorrect, Marie. You need to work on that. Okay, Joshua, je leur ai dit is correct. Joshua, très bien. J'ai pas vu. OK. J'ai pas vu is incorrect. Ils ont confisqué is correct. Alors, ils m'ont dit que je l'aurais incorrect. J'étais correct. What is that? J'ai récupéré with AIT? Non, je leur ai dit, je ne verrai pas. No taco. Okay, I'm going to give you a little clue for this one. And you have to think about it because paper 1 could have things like that in the grammar section. Think about your agreement of tenses, guys. You don't apply that rule. Disait, ne veut pas, non, incorrect, Natasha, au confisqué, ok, that is correct. Il me disait, incorrect. J'étais furieux, that is correct. J'ai récupéré, ok, that is correct. Yes, Natasha, I understood that you can't put the accent, so it's all right. No, Taco, is not I told them that I couldn't see. I told them that I had not seen. I had not seen the pancart, and that's the reason why the person took the picture, is because he had not seen. All right? Joshua, incorrect. But je l'aurais is correct. But I don't see the deer in there, the second deer. Okay, I'm going to help you with that because I think you are struggling a little bit. Okay, this is the answer. Je leur ai dit, so I told them, que je n'avais pas vu la pancarte. Because you need to understand what the text means, and that's what's going to happen in 2 weeks' time. When you're going to have a text, if you can't understand what the text is saying, you will not be able to select the right answer. So I told them that I had not seen the sign, but despite this, that's what he's saying, they confiscated my phone. Ils ont confisqué mon téléphone. That, you got it right. Ils m'ont dit, they told me, that I would have it, or I would get it at the end of the visit. Now, the reason why you put future is because even in English, I think you would say, you would use the future. They told me that I will have, when it's really incorrect. You can't have past tense and future. Those two tenses are not compatible. When you have the past and the action hasn't taken place at that point in time, it's not the future we use in the past, it's the conditional. So the conditional, see it as the form of the future for the past, okay? And then j'étais furieux, j'ai récupéré, you understand that. What tense is the second one, Mary? It's what we call the Plu-perfect. You must have done it because it's on the syllabus, Plu-perfect. Okay? It's Plu-perfect, what we call plus que parfait. Okay? So the Plu-perfect is a tense which is used when you have two actions happening more or less at the same time, but one comes before the other. So the one which is Plu-perfect, meaning more in the past, that one will be in the Plu-perfect. Okay? All right. Taco Shell is asking, why is the imparfait with the composé? I don't understand what you're saying. Because we don't have the imperfect with the composé. I think I understand now what you're saying. Well, that is the Plu-perfect. The Plu-perfect is avoir ou être in the imperfect plus the past participle. And that is the Plu-perfect. So obviously you didn't do the Plu-perfect. Okay. Oh, Tyra. Oh, yes, but it's on the syllabus though. But I guess maybe if you are struggling with the passé composé and the imperfect, maybe the teacher decided, well, if you're struggling with this, you will definitely struggle with that one. And that's why. Okay. Do you want me to say, to write something on the Plu-perfect for you or not? Because remember, the passé composé is avoir plus the past participle or être plus the past participle. You know that there's a list of verbs which take the to be, the to be verb. Yes. Okay, somebody saying yes. All right. So the pluperfect. Okay, let me write this. The passé composé, because it's based on the passé composé, okay, on the structure of the passé composé, equals, okay, to be or to have plus plus, oh, I'm trying to, plus the past participle, okay, participle. So that is the passé composé, okay? Passé composé is to be or to have in the present tense, as you know already, plus the past participle. And now the pluperfect, the pluperfect, so it's going to be the same thing, to be or to have, plus the past participle. But the difference is that to be or to have will be in the imperfect tense. That's the big difference. Okay? That's why you have je n'avais pas vu. Okay? Vu, you know, vu is the past participle of voir. Okay? But avait, you know avait already because it's the imperfect of avoir. Okay? So, how would you say in English? Sorry, in French. Let me type it. He had gone when she arrived. So we're going to say he had already gone. He had already gone when she arrived. That's a better sentence. He had already gone when she arrived. Let's go for that sentence. I'm putting it on the, he had already gone when she arrived. So, what would you say there? Il était déjà parti quand elle est arrivée. Très bien. So, Joshua, you know the tense. Il était déjà parti quand elle est arrivée. As simple as that. Okay? So, you have you know that partir is a to be verb already. So, you put the imperfect, which is était, and that's it. So, you got it. You got it. I'm very pleased. You got it. All right? So, this is whenever you want to translate had. Okay? Had plus the past participle in English. When you have to translate that, you have to remember that the tense in English is pluperfect, in French is plus que parfait, and it's the same structure. Okay? So you need to remember the structure of to be and to have in the imperfect. And also, the rules with the passé composé, where you have, if it's to be, you have agreement and all that. That works same way as well. Okay? So now I'm going to give you, all right, so taco. How would you say had eaten? Write it for me, please. He had eaten. So how would you say he had eaten? And that is your pluperfect, okay? So whenever you have this had, il avait mangé, that is correct. Il avait mangé is correct. All right, so taco, you understand. With the accent over the E, yes, yes. Don't forget to put your accent on the day because you're going to be penalized if you don't put any accent. Okay, il avait mangé, très bien, Rose Gray. Très bien. Okay, très, très bien. All right, so let's move on because I think you've got it. You're very clever students. Okay, this is the last part of the letter. Je, une amende pour la prise de photo. Je, être gêné. Et toi, qu'est-ce que tu as de à me raconter? Je, de te lire. À bientôt. And that ends my letter. So, and after the letter, I have one more slide with an exercise. I mentioned it earlier. You know, when you have an A, which A you have to put? Is it the one with the ER, the one with the EZ, the one? That's because I saw a lot of mistakes on that. So, and that will end our life after that. All right, so okay, so I can see answers coming in now. Okay. J'ai reçu, très bien. Okay, don't forget there's something under the reçu. Otherwise, it's like j'ai reçu. Okay. Russian, that's not correct. Joshua, j'ai reçu, j'étais gêné. That is correct. Okay. J'étais Marie. Yes, that was correct. J'ai reçu, j'étais. Okay, so you got that. That's brilliant. Now, what about, et toi, qu'est-ce que tu as de... What are the last two? What can you say about the last two? Joshua, non. Qu'est-ce que tu as de toi à me raconter? Actually, it's a good guess, but it's incorrect. Qu'est-ce que tu as de toi à me raconter? No, it's an idiom. That's the reason why you didn't get it. J'attends de te lire is correct, Natasha. De tu. All right, I'm going to give you the answer. Qu'est-ce que tu as de beau à me raconter? Qu'est-ce que tu as de beau à me raconter? Qu'est-ce que tu fais de beau? De beau is an expression, okay? So what? It's funny to translate. You can't translate word for word, but what's up? What interesting things do you have to tell me? Okay, so that's why you have de beau. It's an expression, okay? Que fais-tu de beau? I'm typing it for you. Que fais-tu de beau? I think I put it in a video already. So it means you didn't you didn't check out that video. Que fais-tu de beau? What are you up to? Okay, it doesn't mean what beautiful thing you're doing. It's just a way of saying quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? Same thing. Okay. Okay, so qu'est-ce que tu deviens? Okay, no. Qu'est-ce que tu deviens? It's different. Qu'est-ce que tu deviens? It's for somebody you haven't seen for a long time. I don't think that this would work. It's a good expression, yes. Mary is a good expression, but the context was probably not the right one. That's what I would say. Okay. For what I wanted to say. But if it wasn't, if I didn't put et toi, qu'est-ce que tu as de beau à me raconter? If you say et toi, qu'est-ce que tu deviens? I accept that. I will accept it, Mary. Okay. I was just saying from the way I put it because it was a set phrase. But qu'est-ce que tu deviens? Yes, why not? You can use it as well. Okay. Bien alors, did you enjoy that letter? It was a difficult one, wasn't it? It was a difficult one, but I think that you need to think a little bit more about the tenses you use, because I find that you know some, especially je suis allé, j'ai acheté, and there's some verbs you know very well, and then when you are given something different, you're lost. Yes, Joshua, that's how I teach. I always teach difficult things to my students so that they find it easy peasy, you know, lemon squeezy on the day. That's how it works. Okay? All right. Oui, madame, c'était difficile. Yes, it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. It was difficult. Mais je l'aime. Oh, no. Mais j'aime. You don't need to say je l'aime. When you say je l'aime, straight away, I understand I love him, Natasha. So to avoid that confusion, you don't put the L apostrophe, because you know the French, if you put the L apostrophe straight away, it's got to do with love. And that's not what you mean, okay? So, oui, madame, c'était difficile, mais j'ai bien aimé. Okay, j'ai bien aimé. I enjoyed it. Okay, and the bien is good because we know for sure that it's not love. Because remember, you know, and that I always say that to my students. If you're going out with a Frenchman or a French woman and the person says to you, je t'aime bien, you know it's not love. It's I like you. It's not I love you. If the person says je t'aime, it's I love you. So it's a different story. The more words you put in I love, the less meaning or less intense it is. So you have to be careful. So that's why we like to say j'ai bien aimé. I enjoyed it. Okay. All right. So now my last slide for those who are still in, who still willing to continue despite the difficulty. Here is a different exercise, okay? It's what I call leçon A, because I noticed a lot of mistakes, okay? So try to see, and if there's nothing to change, don't change anything, okay? Taco, j'aime bien means I like. No, you can't say I like well. In English, I like well, it just means I like. I like. And in some context, in English, is I enjoyed. But you can't say I like well. In English, you don't say that, Taco, do you? So this is my last exercise for you. Ok, alors Joshua, restez. Je suis restée à la maison. So réviser, you leave it like that, I'm assuming. Mais saviez-vous que je n'ai pas travaillé? Ok, why the... Mais saviez-vous? Mais, ok. Mais saviez-vous? I'm not sure why here you have the saviez. Après avoir mangé ma salade. Not bad, Joshua. You're doing very well. Yes. Taco, why you have me? There's no me suis resté. Ah, okay. You corrected it. Ok. Rester, réviser, savez, travail. Well, I guess with the accent. Essayer, reposer et manger. Marie-David, got it. Very good. Aquila, bonjour, je suis restée. Réviser, savez-vous? Je n'ai pas travaillé. OK, très bien, très bien. OK, well, you got it. So, you're very good. Very, very good. I'm impressed. OK. So, the answer, I'm going to give you the answer now. Is that je suis restée. Yes, Mary. Yay. Hier, je suis restée, and of course, restée with an E if it's a female. But the reason why I don't put the E very often is because I find that you guys, the male students, tend to put the E. So, and I know that the female students remember to put the E. So, that's the reason why I don't put the E's. Okay? Donc, hier, je suis restée à la maison pour réviser mon français. Mais savez-vous, but do you know that I didn't work? OK. But do you know, mais savez-vous que je n'ai pas travaillé? Je vais essayer, I'm going to try to rest. OK. Après avoir mangé ma salade. After eating my salad. OK. So, guys, did you enjoy that? It was hard, yes. It was a lot of work, wasn't it? But practice makes perfect. That's always what I say. So, okay, so next Sunday, I'm going to give you the exercise that I had in mind for today, which I had to postpone. But we're going to have it next week. And the week after, we're going to do the listening, okay? And I prefer to do the listening just next to the exam because it would be fresher in your mind, okay? However, this Thursday, there will be a release of the video. You know that my videos come out every Thursday mornings, okay, in Jamaica. And this Thursday, the video is on the listening paper 1. For those who do CSEC paper 1, you have to watch it because I'm going through a whole paper and show you the different types of listening that activities that you're going to have in the paper. And of course, you will be taking part in that, okay? Because you're going to do the exercises as well. And then you will have the answers. and it will give you an idea of the kind of questions that they are more likely to give you. So when you are going to see that video, you will have a better understanding if, because it's difficult to get past papers for that particular activity. Okay, so just ensure that you watch it on Thursday, okay, to help you a little bit. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you need to, because if you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, YouTube is going to tell you when I release a new video. So you will know about the video. You won't, because if you don't subscribe, you will obviously forget about it because you don't know. Okay, so that will be very, very helpful to you. Okay, so Destinaka Elise. What a name. Yes, c'était sympa. Merci beaucoup. Merci. I'm very pleased that you enjoyed it. I have to say, guys, I have to say big up, big up, big up, big up. All right. I think you are doing really well. Some are still need to practice a little bit their past tense. I need to talk to, what is his name again? Taco. I think it's Taco. Taco, you have to revise your past tense. And there's no excuse for you for revising the past tense, because I've mentioned it before. There's videos on French actions, and you know that at the end of each video, there's always an exercise. You know that. So just do them. And if you don't want to do those kind of videos, there's a video which is called Your French Challenge. And I explained before that you have the one, which the challenge one is the one with to have. Challenge 2 is with the passé composé with to be. Challenge 3 is to have and to be. So you have to decide which one to go for. And then you have, I think I've already released the one on the imperfect. They are there. So just use them. Okay, they are there for you. Okay, I don't need to practice my French. All right. So tackle. If you revise those tenses, you will be okay. Because the reality of these exams, and also the same for DELF, for those who do the DELF, if you're there, very often for your level, we don't want to see if you know how to use the present tense. We want to see how you use the past tense, because the past tense is more challenging than the present tense. Okay, so we're going to give you a scenario which will force you to use the past tense. So you need to know your past tense like this. Otherwise, you'll be chocolate, guys. So you have to do it. All right. And I've already said to you, if you have any question, you can leave comments, or you can contact me directly onto frenchaction1@gmail.com. And trust me, I will respond. Students, contact me that way and I'll respond. Okay? Because it's important to get feedback. If you don't get feedback, how do you know what you're doing is correct? You don't know. All right. So, Testina K. Madame, tu es très impressionnante. Destinaka, I haven't changed sex yet. You know, if you say madame, you need to have an what at the end of impressionnant. Come on, Destinaka, you need to tell me. Okay. Otherwise, I don't think that it's a particular, difficult exam. It's just that sometimes you don't think about what you're writing. Okay. Yes, Destinaka, with an E, of course. And that's how you make those little, what I call silly bitty mistakes. You can't have madame with an E and impressionnant. Okay, that's how it works. So you have to make sure that you tidy up these things, and then you'll see your exam will be easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. All right. Okay, so I hope to see you next Sunday, 3 o'clock, Jamaica time. okay? And more work for you. I'm not working. You're the one working. I'm just explaining. All right? Okay, so thank you for coming onto the live, and I see you next week. Okay? Okay, Rose Gray, you're most welcome. I just hope that you continue with the practice, 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 practice. There's a lot on that channel where you can practice. A lot more than you need. And remember as well, for those who are new to this channel, remember uh, anything to do with CSEC, in particular, CSEC exam is gray videos. So when you look at the thumbnail, it's in gray. So when you see the gray, you're almost sure that it's a CSEC video, and it will be written. Sometimes I forget to write it as well, because it's not necessarily just for CSEC. It can be for anybody who is at that level. But that works, okay? The gray one. Another set of videos, especially for those who feel are okay, are the quizzes. I want to know your scores for the quizzes. If you go to home on the channel and you go down, you're going to see quiz. Just do them all. There are not many quizzes. There's for CSEC, there's about three or four quizzes. That's all. Do them, and you need to know if you don't get 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, then you know there's some little problems to sort out. Because all the quizzes I've organized for you are all based on past papers from CSEC. Okay? Past papers, and there have been plenty of past papers. Okay, so that's why they're there. But you're not watching them. That's the problem. All right? So I'm going to leave you. And I think we worked well today. We need to clap ourselves. We've done well today, I think. All right? I'm very pleased with all of you. Okay? Yes. All of you, including, I think it's Taco, even including you, Taco. You did good things too. Just need to tidy up a few things and you'll be okay. All right? Okay, so I'm going to leave you, and I wish you all the best. All the best for Wednesday. I will be thinking of you all. Okay? Au revoir. Au revoir tout le monde. Au revoir. Au revoir, au revoir.